Hey everyone, this is Gus from Koehne Chevrolet at Marinette. Right now I'm going to be showing you some of the features on the 2017 Malibu LT trim level. Um, I've shown the LS, and the LT is a step up from the LS, so gonna be some differences here. Starting with the basics, I guess I'll start about the same place I started with the LS, with the Driver Information Center, where you're gonna see it's already looking a bit different than the LS did. It's still gonna be controlled the same way with the D-pad on the steering wheel. So what I'm gonna do, I apologize for the focus there, is I'm gonna use the up and down arrows to just go through my information. What you're gonna notice different is all that information that was split between the different menus on the top row of the LS is in one, and that is just going to be under your info section. Audio is going to be where we pull up our information on our radio, and we can actually turn up the volume using these paddles on the back of the steering wheel. The same paddles are on the left side of the steering wheel. They just adjust. Whoops, excuse me. Dramatic start to Symphony Number 5. Well, the same paddles are on the back of the left side of the steering wheel. They do not, however, adjust the volume. They switch between your favorite stations that you have set in your radio. So, anywho, if you press the left button on here, it'll bring up that menu, like I said, and you can get things like your phone, navigation from OnStar, and certain options, like setting options. But like I say, info is going to be where your speedometer and all that is going to be. And if you come back to info and you're on a different screen, don't panic. You just use the up and down arrows until you find the screen you want, and you'll be good to go. Again, on this vehicle, if you want to clear a speedometer, all you would do is press and hold the check mark, and it'll clear right out for you. Other fun things on this side of it. Some of the LSs, we are actually not. I'm sorry. Some of the LTs, we are actually in one with a leather package, as well as a Bose sound system. And the Bose sound systems are nice. You can really hear the difference in audio quality. I am one of those people that actually loves audio. I make decisions based on if I like an audio source or not. So, and I'll just let you hear it for a minute. It has a nice bass. It has nice treble and mid-range. You can hear all the tones coming across. You can hear your music in all its glory. Also on the LTs, you still have the options to use all three of these at once if it's winter and you don't want to sacrifice your comfort. The comfort of the air blowing on your head and feet while you have the defrost on, no problem. They solved that on these Malibus, and you can set where you want it by that. The LTs, they also offer the options for heated seats, which when you turn on, you have your driver and your passenger. When you turn on, it'll automatically go to the highest heat setting. You can turn that down by pressing it again and again until it turns off. And still on these, you have your turn the front defrost on high, your rear defrost, your air conditioning, and your recirculate air or bring fresh air in from outside. Also, you actually have two USB ports in here. They will work the same for as an LS. You just have a second, as well as on these LT versions you have a auxiliary port, and you still have your 12 volt charger right there. So yeah, I mentioned before my fondness of projection, and again, I hope to have a video up later today, so it should be up in the near future to have for you to go to and watch, about just why I think projection is so neat and what it does, what it saves you, just so much convenience in there. You have your phone settings. Apparently somebody connected a Galaxy to this. That's okay. You can actually have up to 7 devices paired to one of these systems at one time, but only one connected at a time. So, if you ever want to delete a device, you just press the little minus and press delete, and bye, Felicia. Anyway, when you have a device paired up, you'll be able to access your contacts, your recent calls, your keypad, voicemail, and through voice, which you're able to access either right there or right here, you're able to message saying, tell your car to call however someone appears in your contacts, and it has to be how they appear in your contacts. Say you have someone appearing in your contacts as John Smith, you cannot say call John. It will not recognize that command. It has to be call John Smith. If you ever get anywhere you don't know where you're at, you can press the home button and you'll be right back out. Text, it will let you read. It will read to you text. It will also have presets that you can send back, but it won't let you write a text back. Presets being like driving right now, call you later. The general stuff you would think of for just from a safety standpoint. You also have Wi-Fi in here. I'll touch on Wi-Fi and all that in a later video. As well as under audio, the LTs come with XM capabilities, so you're able to go use radio to switch between sources, and you can use tune to tune to any station on any bandwidth. Media would be playing media through your phone's Bluetooth, especially on XM, where you can press browse and it'll bring up what channels are around, as well as if you press view, it'll bring up what artists. If you press view again, it'll bring up what song is on each station. Menu will bring you into, most likely you'd use it for tone settings, bass, treble, mid-range, speaker balance, just equalizer stuff. Another thing you might use it for is categories, which you can find a type of music you want to listen to, and it'll bring up the stations that play that kind of music. If you want to save a station, you just press and hold, and it'll be saved. Settings. Fun thing you're able to do in the vehicle settings with the remote key fob, you're able to actually set it so when you remote start it, the heated seats will come on, or you can turn off the little beeping it'll do if you leave your key in the car. Just all the sorts of things you can play with in there. shop, you can get more apps like weather, fuel prices, things like that for your MyLink. As well as in back, you have two charge-only USB ports. You have a 12-volt outlet as well as a 120-volt outlet like you would have in your house. So that's really nice. That is really nice. All in all, a very nice car, these Malibu LTs. So that's the Malibu LT. Hopefully this video was informative, and on behalf of all of us here at Koehne Buick GMC, I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.